I'm right. And today we went to the lab and we were determining organic matter content using the carbon content and also the basic ion determination. You understand? So as usual, we there are so many procedures in determining the Walkley Black experiment. You understand? So the experiment, the process was so a little bit long. They were able to deduce it to the similar one for easy flow for us to understand. And the first process was like we have to measure 0.5 grams of soil in a flask. Then later on, we add 10 mils of potassium dichromate. The reason why we add the 10 mils of potassium dichromate is that for it to dissolve some amount of carbon, which will be equal to that, leaving an excess on land due to your what carbon content in it. Okay, okay. Now after that, we add 20 mils of conc 82SO4, that is concentrated tetraoxosulfate 6 acid. That is due to that we create an oxidation medium. Yeah. From that, yeah, we wait for 20 minutes for the reaction to take place. Then we top it to about 200 mils. Yeah, for the reaction to stay. From that, we will have to dilute the content with 20 mils of distilled water that I've said earlier on, and also we have a solution called autophosphoric. Add the 10 mils of autophosphoric acid to it, and later on we add out 0.2 grams of sodium fluoride. Then we add 5 drops of diphenol. Diphenol you add it just before the titration, you understand? And then the titrant that they're going to put it in the burette is called the ammonium ferrisulfate. This one you have prepared your solution, and you have to prepare a blank solution. Now a blank solution does not contain any constituent, but our solution contains a constituent called what? That soil, which was 0.5 grams. Due to that, we have to, how do you call it, put in your everything so that you get a tighter value for the blank. You tighter the tighter value, then you also go in for your solution, that is you also have your tighter value. Then due to you can see that your blank tighter value does not contain any constituent, so the carbon, there will not be any capture of carbon or the release of any carbon, so it will be there. Then your own, the potassium dichromate will have to dissolve or capture some carbon content, leaving an excess or less. So due to that, calculate our carbon content. Our own, when we did our value, theta value was greater than the carbon content, was greater than the blank value. So due to that, it means that the carbon in our soil was less. That's why we had a greater tighter value as compared to the blank one. So for you to calculate the organic, you have to get your how do you call it, your blank tighter value, and then your tighter value for your solution. You get the molar mass of the concentrated that you put it in. Then you measure the fixed number 0.003, multiplying by 100%. By 100%, you divide by the weight of the soil, that is 0.5 gram, multiplying 77, that is the weight of the potassium dichromate. Yes. So due to that, you're able to deduce and the amount of organic content in it. So when it gets a value, then you compare it to the standard value of the organic matter that you have, giving you an idea of how your soil contained organic matter. If you want to go into farming, you know that your soil contains this amount of organic matter. So due to this, you know the various kinds of plants that you use on your farm. So due to this, and also our next experiment was about basic determination of ions, and that one it need a time lot, but since that now time was far gone, so we have to wait for the following week. So due to that, we 5 grams of soil, then we place it in our centrifuge tube, then we add some ammonium acetate, then we dissolve it in water in 1 liter, then we add 20 mils of it to the centrifuge tube, then we close it and we place it in the mechanical shaker for 2 hours 2 hours. We have to continue the process. There's still the centrifuge tube is still in the mechanical shaker, waiting for the next step. So I promise that in our next video, I'll bring the necessary thing that you need in terms of determining the basic determination of the ions. Thank you very much.